I'll play that. So that's it. better to be a bit of a shot there. I reckon we can do less than 6 minutes. Excuse me. One thing we need to do, actually. I can't return that off. I'll tell you what. Do you know what I'm going to say? ABS. Cars are so slippery. Right, let's see if we can't book in a flying lap with this. Every time, catches me out. never feel like I turn my corner properly. Red Bull the Audi, so much more easier to drive. A lot more brutal. Carry on. Try puncture lapping. happy if I can break the 6 minutes. Oh, 556 now. I'm happy with that. That deserves some beer, I think. Alright, let's try a different car. Where was the Super Formula? Let's try that.
straight line power that just doesn't should have like a 50 one down to 5, maybe 200. Can't get there. Not a bad time. Let's try one more car and then we'll have a look at the missions for a little bit. So still nothing faster than the Red Bull X 2019 yet. I don't think the big guy VGT will do it. I think it's just too heavy around the corners to kind of put up a fight really. It'd be good on that straight, but other than that, I think it might be a little bit too heavy. Let's try the McLaren. See if this can break that 530 back. I'm not convinced it will do. I think that Red Bull's probably the fastest car I've got. I know I need that Tomahawk SRT. I think that's the fastest one in the game, but we'll see.
Let's go.
Hey, not too bad, thank you. Welcome to the stream. We're trying to break 5 minutes 30 seconds on the Nürburgring. Let's see how we get on in this.
Emoji thumbs up.
We'll carry on. Let's look at this as a bit of a sighting lock in this car. I actually don't think I've driven it. This is the first time I've had this car out in anger. Yeah, let's restart. Imagine if that then beat 5 minutes 30 I had to upload it. Obviously on the straight this thing absolute flies, but it's very tricky in the corners. Trying to take a look. Small boat, this thing. Shocking. One more attempt in this, I think. It's so difficult. Oh, actually. One thing might make a difference. I've just realised I'm still driving on whatever tyres this car comes with. So, let's see if we can get some soft tyres on it. Maybe some more performance parts come by for it. I don't think there will be, but we'll give it a go. That's not the right car, is it? This is. Do this while I'm here. So it'll be the small stack. Doesn't really help us towards our 20 million what we need for the McLaren F1 and the Legend car menu. I just refuse to use my own money now to buy credits for the game. I think it's, you know, been out a while, there's really much point. And let's be honest, that Ferrari invitation is never going to happen. I've read somewhere that someone's been playing this for 868 days consecutively and still not got it. So I don't know. Is it like winning the lottery? I suppose you guys can tell me if you managed to get your hands on it or not. But by all accounts, it's pretty much impossible. Right, let's get them soft tyres on. But no, that Ferrari invitation, I can't see how I'm ever going to get it. You know, I'm better off putting a sweepstake on or a lottery. I don't know. Setting fire to my money. Probably give me a better chance. Because it just isn't happening. Which is a little bit annoying because I like completing games, and at the minute I'm still waiting on a few legend cars to come up and things like this coming up, which is 20 million. At the minute I've got over 7.5, so it's not in the realms of possibility to do it. But the Ferrari invitation is making it that much difficult to try and complete it. We'll have a look while we're here. But all the standard ones all done, so you know. So I've got a midship Porsche. I'm assuming that's going to be a legend car by the look of it. Same as a Renault. Honda Racing, again. Classic 911, again probably a legend car, that one. Shelby Mustang, that's probably going to be on the used market, I would assume, when that refreshes. And then if we go down, got the, I don't really know what that one is, but we knew all of them. Again, probably legend cars. It looks like it's a Miura and a Countach, potentially. And then Ferrari, the Jag, which will be a legend car. Ferrari will be an invitation. It looks like that one's the Enzo, I believe. McLaren, again. Actually, that's in. Oh, that's a McLaren F1, what we need from the legends. The Ferrari on the right, that's an invitation. One on the left, that'll be a legend car. I think that looks like it's going to be the F40. I don't even know what that thing is at the start. And then the last one looks like it's probably an SL race car from back in the day. And then that one's probably the Pikes Peak Suzuki. Again, that'll be a legend car. They're just making it very difficult to complete the game, which I don't think's right. Sorry, Benny.
Nice to see you, Benny.
My chat wasn't working properly, so I've only just seen your message come through. I can get it on the voiceover, but it's always nice to see people commenting. Hope your day's going well. Whereabouts are you coming from? Are you local in England, or are you somewhere on the continent, maybe?
Hi. Hertfordshire.
Hertfordshire, south of me, mate. I'm in Yorkshire. You can probably tell from my accent. How's your day going, man? Hopefully you've had a good one.
originally from Lincolnshire. Yeah, have a good day, thanks.
Lincolnshire, so across the water from me then, on the upper bridge. It's good to Lincoln quite often. I used to sell cars for a living. Those in Lincoln, the Ford branch in Lincoln, picking cars up.
Nice.
Glad you've had a good day though, mate. We've been a Monday, sometimes Monday comes up. Sometimes not too bad though.
Sorry, when the game is on the sound is loud, but we struggle to hear you.
I'll tell you what, let's go into... Right, how's that sounding, Benny?
Better.
Better?
Thank you.
Alright, no worries, man. Thanks for the heads up. think realistically, the only car what I've got in the garage that can potentially beat the 5 minute 30 has got to be that Red Bull.
Five min is a crazy time limit.
It is. I think that Tomahawk can do it. To be fair, I've seen that Tomahawk people do it in 440, 445. But to be fair, I don't know if that includes all the driving aids. If they're all turned on, if they're all turned off, then that's an insane time. But I believe it's the Dodge. I think. This thing. Is it that or is it that one? Ah, no problems. Oh well, 2,500 horsepower. It's got to be that, isn't it? No, you would have thought it'd be the last one because it'd go in order, but. Now the black on green looks really good, doesn't it? Go on then, Benny. You're in the chat, mate. Which colour we're going for? I'll let you decide. Oh, the carbon looks really sick.
Red.
Red, go for red on black, yeah? Or do you want to go like white on red? You got silver or red, or the red and the black.
White on red.
Alright, let's do it. Solid choice, I think. Can you imagine?
Car.
Can you imagine if you saw this coming down the street? It'd be like you're living in like Blade Runner or something, wouldn't it? Shout out to Blade Runner though. What a class film. The 2014 one and the original one, but the 2014 one really really good. Apparently there's a like a short film prequel, like following Batista's role, because he's only in the remake for what 10 minutes when he gets beat up by Ryan Reynolds. But apparently there's like a mini film, maybe I don't know 35 minutes long, which actually shows you his story and his background to the film, which would be quite cool to watch. See if I can find it. Okay, so it's already got the super soft tyres. Is it worth buying that? Might as well, haven't we? Alright, so previous record of 5 minute 30, that was in the Red Bull X 2019. I imagine with what 2.5 times the power. And what target are we going for? Are we going to say 5 minutes, or should we be a little bit more conservative to begin with? So we're going to go like well, tell you what, let's try 5 minutes 30. And then anything more than that is obviously a bonus. I mean, if we get sub 5 minutes, man, I'll take a sub 5 minute lap time. Absolutely.
Good luck.
Thank you, Benny. Fingers crossed, buddy. Let's see how we get on. If we bin it in the first corner, then I give up. Can you imagine though? First lap, first drive, live on streaming, we do a 5 minute. Let's see how we get on. Oh yeah, she's fast. Jesus Christ. My brain can't keep up with it. I bought an aeroplane. It's
That's mad.
It's it's comical. It's right. First of all, if my brain can compute fast enough, then 5 minutes should be more than doable. It's almost like the faster you go, the more downforce. It's like it's got, what do they call it? Is it negative downforce, where it can drive upside down, essentially? Like a Formula 1 car can drive upside down in theory. That Gordon Murray car, I think that can. But this thing is like the next SpaceX fucking missile. I don't know why I'm not there. I'm assuming we hit 300 mile an hour. I don't know, I can't. Jesus Christ. Who let this in the game? Do you know? Hold on, I'll park this here. Part of me's thinking. Wait, stop. Part of me's thinking, do we put the aids on for a first like full lap, or do we just stick to what we're doing and just hold on for dear life? Part of me thinking we just send it. Yeah.
Set a benchmark.
Set a benchmark's a good idea. Oh man, like, do you know what? I hadn't even thought about that straight yet. I mean, do we need a pilot's license to drive down that straight? I don't know. Right, it nearly took off here, didn't it? So, just off there. No! Right, keep going, keep going, keep going. It's not that bad. It's mad because at slow speed, at pedestrian speed almost, it really can't corner. But then at very fast speed, I don't know, it's like I say, it's got like negative, not negative downforce, I don't think that's right, but it turns more the quicker you're going. And then on these, it's really not brilliant. Carousel. Oh no. Yeah, not great around there. It's almost like it's like I'm having to relearn the game to a certain extent because it's so different to anything else out there. But I don't feel like I'm going all that fast just because it's that weird to drive. But there you go, that's what I was saying about that downforce. So that section there, what we've just been through, every car we've taken round has jumped off the ground on that one little section. This, not at all. Right, here we go then. Oh my god. Lift off. Ah!
Jess.
Jesus. And breathe. Oh my god. I need some beer. I need beer after that. So we said 5 minute 30 to beat, which was my previous lap record.
5:07.
5:07 now, yeah, 5:07 and a half. Oh my word! I mean, all I'm gonna say is, all those people that said, yeah, it's capable of doing 4 minutes 40, 4 minutes 50, something like that. Yeah, easily. I mean, part of me thinks that's actually slow. In fact, let me see what the world record is. World record GT7 Nürburgring. I can't be right. So in 2022, the record was 2 minutes 49.
Got to shoot, good to watch. Catch you soon.
Cheers, Benny. Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for subscribing to us. Next time I go live, we'll see what we can do. Keep tuned, mate. Thank you very much. Take it easy, pal. Hope you have a good night.
Take care. Good luck with the time trial.
Cheers, mate. Next time on, I'll give you a bit of a heads up, and I'll let you know where we go. But 5:07 to start off with, we'll take that all day of the week, won't we, pal? Man, that was insane. Like I said, I don't think I need a driver's license. I think I need a pilot's license for that. It's insane, absolutely insane. I mean, that has to be the fastest car on the game. It just has to be. There can't be anything that comes anywhere close to it. I mean, even the other SRTs, there was one there what was like 1400, 1500 horsepower. This is 2500 and whatever. It's got to be the fastest, hasn't it? I mean, we'll have a look. I mean, who would have thought Dodge would have the fastest car on the game? You know, what Dodge known for? Vipers? Dodge Viper? Dodge pickup truck? And then they go mental with an aeroplane for the road. How about Chevrolet? So I think some more cars got introduced the past couple of days from Chevrolet. Let's have a look at those. Yeah. Oh, they're not on there. I'm assuming they're coming up then. I guess. I don't know. Let's not look at Tesla. Let's not even go there, shall we? Who thought putting Tesla on a racing game was a good idea? Who was signing off and going, do you know what? Let's put Tesla in there. We feel like it's a good car to go racing in. Said nobody ever. Although I was watching Rust to Riches, and they put a 387 into a Tesla. So essentially, obviously, as they call it, a gas powered car, into a Tesla, and someone bought it rather stupidly. But I reckon, I mean, is this car too fast? Is there too much power to get it round to be able to get to that like 4 minute 40, 4 minute 50? Do we think it's maybe a little bit too difficult. I mean, something like maybe the Zonda I, is that in the game? So there's Zonda. I mean, look at that, 437. If someone said to me, "Ben, you can have a car for 737 horsepower," I'd be like, "Yeah, that's plenty for the road." And then you put it up against that Tomahawk, and it might as well be stood still. Might as well be stood still. It doesn't stand the chance, does it? Let's be honest. And then that what I can't pronounce. Huayra? Is that right? I don't feel like that's right. So not that. Not the Bugatti. It's way too heavy. Maybe a Porsche. Maybe. What is it? The 918 is it? The hybrid. Where is it there? 918 hybrid. 3 million. I'm not getting it for 3 million. That's a road going spider in it. That's obviously the LM car, I believe. Yeah, 24-hour Le Mans car. But I've just spent $1 million on that Tomahawk Mentalist, and I still need another 13.5 million to get that F1 out the legend car. So I just realised that menu sounds very loud. Let's change that. Menu sound effects. That's better. I couldn't hear myself think. Right. I think we'll put a pin in the Nürburgring. I think I'll do some practice. I'll tell you what, I'll do some practice off stream. I think. See roughly how I get on. I'm not going to go mental with it, but I think I'll just take it easy, get some benchmarks in, try and break the 5 minute. What was that last one? Was it 5:07? So 5:07 on that last run. We'll see if we can break 5 minutes. You know, if I can, I'll record it. I'll upload it onto YouTube anyway. See where we are. To be fair, I need to have a look, see what is actually the best time on there. G2 record Nürburgring, Tomahawk. The Tomahawk one. Jesus Christ, 3 minute 29. I'm not beating that. I'll tell you now. That ain't happening. I mean, no assist on manual transmission. I just don't get it. I don't know how someone's brain can compute that quick to keep up with themselves. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you sat there racing for 4 or 5 hours of it, maybe just going on a loop, lap after lap after lap. Then maybe we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm not doing it, am I? Let's be honest. But I think if we break 5 minutes, and then we'll try and then go from there to what? Try 450, I guess, possibly. What's this? Can you 10 never change conditions as 5 minutes compressed to 20,000 to 24 minutes? I'm assuming this is going to be somewhere. Fuel wear is down at 5 times the amount. It's quite a long track. So realistically, probably that. Or that. I mean, it is a diesel. We'll try it. Who we're racing up against? So what's the competition on this? GC Turismo R8 LMS. The Toyota TS30 and a BMW Z4 GT3. Yeah, the car's a diesel. It should do alright, shouldn't it? Pitting or stay away. It's got to be one of these long run fuel runs out in 2 lap type of thing, doesn't it? I guess. Unless it means tyre wear. Unless your tyres wear off quick. But then it's long straights on this lap, so it can't necessarily be tyre wear, can it? So it's probably fuel. So do we start off on a lean setting? Let's find out. Here. Yeah, got him. Maybe on the exit there. Got him. Oh, is that the GT faulty done? Definitely going to be a tactical fuel though by the look of it, since going through it. Then freedom, then fall, sorry. We're definitely catching them up. The problem is that we're catching up too quickly, if that makes sense. Are we burning through what necessary fuel we need, or do we think we're about right? Is F1 done? Nissan GTR and Toyotas. There's a GTR done. And the Audi on in one go. Good. Yeah, look, so we've already eaten a quarter of a tank of fuel. That's a little bit concerning. See, though we've still got 21 minutes left to go. The things I'm saying this, I don't know obviously when, I don't know when the AI is going to be, you know, I'm assuming they're going to have to pit as well, they've got to. How nice is that CLK in front though? Him on then that Peugeot go around the outside of him. Right, after the F1. To be fair, the F1 should be an absolute animal on the streets, but he kind of corners like a bit of a pig, especially if it's like the real life car. Not very good on the twisty stuff at all. Of course, on the McLaren, you sit in the middle with 2 seats behind you in the McLaren F1. That's a car though, that. I like that. Right, what's up next? Porsche 962. After that. Took that a bit wide. Shouldn't get a time penalty for that though. Definitely lost time there, so I think we're alright. Got away with it. Actually, do you know what? I just realised I'm not uploading these laps as like a standalone video. So, let's put the driver aids on. Where is there? That and the brake indicator. Let's go. I know people complain at me, but it's not putting on anyway. I feel like I didn't press save. GT40. Yeah, so that was really nice. Like that one. So we've got quite a few on top of each other, so we should make up a few spaces again. There's the McLaren F1. So the TS30 done. Should get the GTR on the cutaway, yeah. We're in a better action than the R8. P11. Have to get some ground in it. Oh, what on earth happened there? Disaster. Right, let's see if we can't change it in here then. Yeah, let it in, come on. So, okay on that. Braking heavy on. Right, is that straight on now? Right, now let's go. Again, Yes, I know. I put the assist back on, but again, unless I'm doing the time trial, that's a little bit different. But I think for these missions and things like that, I'm not really too bothered. I mean, to be fair, you don't always have to go by them. I mean, the braking area is... There's a lot to be desired sometimes. No, what? No way did I get an advantage there for a half second time though. Right, let's go. Let's concentrate. On the straight. 2, 3. Yeah. Everyone that's watching at the minute, hope you all are having a good evening. Hopefully your Monday wasn't all that bad. First day back at work for many. After the weekend. My Monday was alright, to be fair. It's gone pretty quick while I was at work. Then got in, chilled out. Got a beer. If you got some in the fridge, then get yourself one out. Oh, much better exit than he got. Onto that McLaren, which, like I said before, very peculiar seating arrangement in them. You had one seat in the middle at the front, and then you had two either side just behind. Apparently gave you a lot better driving position and see the road more in the centre of the car than what you do on either the right or the left, depending on what car you've got. What cars are doing it? I think the Gordon Murray. I think that has a like a central front seat and then two behind. I'm not sure. To be fair, some of my cars are like it, but that's because half of the car rusted out, so I only had one seat at the front. To be fair, if anyone asks, I'll just say, you know, taking inspiration off the McLaren. Of course I wasn't, it was just that cheap rubbish cars that I had, but not doing too bad now. BMW now, it's a little bit better, more reliable. That's what Sue's going to take a while to catch up. It's got quite a big gap between that, me, and that F1 we passed. It's quite far down the road. However, where's the pit? No, have I missed a pit? No, there it is. My God. Could have swore blind I missed it then. Don't need to change them. But yeah, like I said, guys, if you know, if you've got some beers in the fridge, what am I drinking? Brooklyn beer. That's what I've got today. So yeah, like I said, hopefully everyone watching tonight, nice and chilled Monday evening. I feel like 2 laps ain't gonna be enough. Just read every pit stop. Oh, don't tell me this car doesn't have no headlights. It does, but fireflies and jam jars there is not lighting up. I can't see anything. And it's raining. Stop. Never mind. There we go. These other cars have to pit, surely. Well, one thing's for sure, everyone's going to be pitting for Inters, I guess. I don't even know if I've got Inters for this car. Oh man. Oh, what the... I've got softs on, I've got eyes on, and oh man. Oh, this is a nightmare. It's not only me, look the cars there, look. They're having a bit of a nightmare. Surely the faster you go, the more grip you... Shouldn't have said anything. He's definitely nursing it round. You can hear him on the rev limiter, struggling. F1 going slower than you would expect. I feel like if we don't win this race, we have to remember that by lap, what lap are we on? Lap 3? So when we pit out lap 2, probably change to the, well, got to be full on wet on it, got to be full wet tyres. I feel like we aren't coming across the pit straight yet. What's Toyota doing? Literally cut right in front of me. Out of the way, man. Of course, the good thing is about driving on computer games is you can have a beer. Whereas I think Scotland now, does Scotland now have like a zero tolerance to it now, so you literally can't have half a pint even to be able to drive. Of course, not that I advocate drink driving, but, you know, it's a pint, alright, pint and a half. Used to be a pint and a half, if I remember rightly. Used to be alright for a pint and a half. Right, where are we? 7:30 seconds catching now. So we've caught up to where we was, you know, initially before that sudden downpour came in. But I must say, even with these full wets on, it's still, you know, all over the place a little bit. Should have gone with Inters. See, I feel like, is the Le Mans race, you know, is it typical for it to have a downpour? I don't know what time of the year is at the host. I would assume it's summertime, right? Such a, you know, classic race like that. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys can tell me if it's is it summer, spring. I feel like if we Google search, it'll probably tell us. Right, so I'm getting the gist of what this race is. So already it's drying out. You can still, you know, there's a bit of a racing line there. You can kind of see it, although that car in 6 has just put, no, it was on wets. I think we'll go back onto slicks. Right, so now so that's gone on inters. Let's see what that Toyota does behind us as well. We've chosen to go to the racing stuff and see if that was a good idea or not. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea, but there's definitely a dry line. We just have to stick to it, make sure we don't veer out of it. Try and pull away from this Toyota that's behind us. No, we veered off. Exactly what I said not to do. We've got a few viewers on. Everyone put in the comment where you're coming from, where you're watching me from tonight. So me myself, I'm in Yorkshire. Well, more specifically East Yorkshire, but Yorkshire nonetheless. I know we had Benny that stopped by earlier, he was from Hertfordshire. So we've got anyone else Yorkshire tonight? me out wide on that wet lap. Not happening. That marker in the way, as per usual. Blue flags on. Don't make a difference with the AI. It won't get out your way. It's like 962's in the lap. In the pits. And then further up the road we've got the Mazda 787. Actually collect Hot Wheels, I might have found that the other day. It's quite a difficult one to get your hands on, and sorry, I found it. I want to say Aldi, but I could be mistaken. People there were like Poundland, Poundstreet or somewhere like that. Well, with 2 minutes 23 behind the leader, so I don't think goal didn't happen, is it? See, I wonder if there's a car out there that is better on fuel, so you stay out longer. Maybe that's the way to go. There is that mental SRT Tomo, but I can't see that being, you know, good on juice. To be fair, I'm happy with bronze on this. You know, there's no prize at the end of it for silver. You either get all bronze car at the end of it, or you get all gold. Personally, I think it'd be better if they gave you three. You know, you one for all bronze on the levels, all silver you get a particular car or a roulette ticket, and obviously the best one to get in all gold. But some of them are incredibly difficult, and you know, unless you're spending days after days after days doing these challenges, realistically you're not going to get all gold on them. Don't get me wrong, there'll be people out there that do, obviously, but not really. If you push me out wide there, absolutely close the door on me. Better exit. No, no. That's the best I could do in that car. Like I said, there's bound to be, you know, cars that are probably a lot more fuel efficient than that. As far as a diesel, alright, I know it's an LM car, but it's a diesel. Should be able to go the distance in one of those. That should be the whole point of having the car. the Subaru? I think that's a Subaru. Yeah, Subaru BRZ. Cool. Don't know when I'm going to use it, but looks alright. Right, anyway, so that's, like I said, you can see it there. So you've got bronze, which we've obviously done because we've got at least bronze. We've got a couple of silvers, a couple of gold. But it should be a silver car. I feel like you should have 3, you know, and it'll push you. Because let's be honest, if you're going to get bronze in something, you know, it should give you something to go for to get the silver. Then get all them silver, get that car. That gives you an incentive then to then go on to the gold. Whereas now, there's no real incentive there unless it's, you know, it might be a bit different if one of them, wrecking my place. If one of them gave me a Ferrari invitation for getting all gold, then I'd be all over it. I wouldn't stop doing it. But because I don't know if any of you guys have got that Ferrari invitation, but it seems to me, you know, there's people out there, like I said earlier, that have been playing the game for 3.5 years now, and they're still to get it. It's a little bit disappointing that it's that difficult to achieve because, you know, people like completing games. It's one of the reasons why we get them. Like I said, you know, you go into the cafe menu, and other than legend cards, which I get they'll be in a certain like recirculation pool, so they'll release so many, give it a month or two, and they'll release some more. But these Ferrari invitation ones, you can't. There's nothing you can do in the game that allows you to win the invitation. I've not even seen it on the actual roulette. You know when it's spinning around. I've seen the Lamborghini one a couple of times, which I'm sure is brilliant to get, but I've got no need for the Lamborghini one unless one of these is on it. But I think these two legend cards, the Muret and it's either the Diablo or the Countach. But they're going to be legend cards, so we're going to be able to buy them. Whereas the invitation ones for the Ferraris, there's no way to achieve it. It's just pure pot luck. And I think on a game like this, I think, you know, they should give you something to be able to do, something to win, something to achieve a certain level or a certain prestige level to then be able to buy them. Because my collector level at the minute is 50. I can't get any higher than that. It's the highest you can get. But again, there's no real reason to get that. You know, if the Terrancy said, right, play the game, get to collector level 50, we then will then invite you for X amount of time, 2 weeks, say. The invitations to, I'm sure there's one for Bugatti, the Lamborghini, the Ferrari one. So you get level 50 and you get access to them for 2 weeks. You'd probably have to span the game a little bit to earn enough credits to be able to buy them, or it will be a good way for them to get money off people. So, you know, it's a reason to spend that money. Let's say they charge you £10 for the cars. They're going to get money out of you because you want to complete the game, but it also gives you the ability to actually complete the game. Whereas this invitation system, there's no option to get it. There's nothing you can do to get this invitation. You just have to keep grinding the game year upon year and hope, fingers crossed, that you get it. Like I said earlier, it's like a lottery ticket. There's no guarantee. You know, playing the lottery, there's no guarantee you're going to play the lottery. Playing this every day for the marathon roulette, there's no guarantee. You know, you could play it for 6-12 months and not even see it come up on the screen. So eventually it gets you to a point where you just bogged down with it. You know, you don't know whether to carry on, you don't know whether to put the game down, go somewhere else. You know, I play a lot of SPS games, so Call of Duty, Battlefield, stuff like that. They'll pull me in to be able to play them because I do a lot of the camo challenges on them. So I grind the camos on them and it gives me a sense of completion for the game. RPGs like Final Fantasy, again, you go through the game, you get to an endpoint and you complete it. At the minute with this invitation system, I can't complete this game. And I feel like it's something that should be achievable. You should be able to go on this game and complete it. There's no reason not to. There's no reason to keep these invitations from people. because there's no incentive. You know, I've got the licenses, that's all done. You go on the circuits. Yes, you have your weekly challenges, which is, you know, a small way to get you back into the game to entice you to play at least once a week, which is probably what they're after. You know, you play the sport mode against other people, multiplayer, which is good, it's fun, but again, there's no incentive from a completion point of view to be able to do it. The directory, that's all done. I can't do anything else on that. These are done every week, so again, I've reached a point now where that I can't carry on with that. You get the super license for the license center, but again, there's no incentive even then to complete your super license. You don't gain access to any other option on the screen. Yes, it may open up certain bits and pieces on the sport missions, but again, is it enough to entice you to play it every day? There's nothing really to keep you going with it. Anyway, that's where I ran over. So this really is the last one for me to do on the game. Once I do this, like I said, I'm still going to be coming back. Um, you've got the weekly challenges. Yes, there's always that sliver, that little carrot, what they're dangling in front of your face of these invitations. Um, so forever the optimist. We'll keep our fingers crossed. You know. And we'll see how we get on. But let me know if you guys have managed to get one of these invitations. Have you come across it? Do you know someone that's got it? If so, what secret thing did they do to be able to achieve it, or was it just like what a lot of people said, where it is literally potluck? You've got no. I think it's all 1 hour races. Yeah, I'm going to do these on separate stream, I think, because it's a little bit late in the day from where I am anyway. Nearly 10 o'clock. Got to be up in 7 hours for work, so we'll keep it there. And yeah, we'll do these on another stream. I think there's no point starting one now for what's not going to be completed. And I'd be very surprised if you can save your point like halfway through the race. You probably have to do it all in one go. It kind of make more sense doing that. So we'll head back to the home screen then, and I will wish you all a good evening, good day, depending on where you're watching from. Hopefully your Monday's going well. Wish you luck for the rest of the week. If you want to see more of it, if you want to see more of me race on here, obviously I play other games as well. So you've got Battlefield that I play, you've got Call of Duty. So the new Battlefield's coming out in October, so I'm going to be playing a lot of that. Call of Duty is going through a phase at the minute where it's a little bit boring. I'm going to be playing some Cyberpunk. I haven't played that for a while, so I'm going to start streaming that up again, I think. Kind of delve into the world of Cyberpunk for a little bit. So if you like what you're seeing, if you want to catch me next time, make sure you hit the follow, like the video for me as well. It helps me out as always. But enjoy the rest of your Monday, guys. Take care.